Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead. Okay, so this is going to look at the 26th to the 4th of February 2025. If you want to book your personal read, there is the 7 Archangels is on deal, there is 6 months on deal, 12 months, 3 slots for the deep coaching, many different choices, so check them out below. Okay, so like the video and comment. You can also watch the whole playlist because I have managed to actually do it, so check it out. What are we seeing for Scorpios, please? What is the messages this week for Scorpios? I think some of you need to move. So there was something to do with the people around you are very, very chaotic, very rude. And I got the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is a person who wants peace. So temperance is people who live in like a sanctuary. They really, really want peace. So there's something with Scorpio where there's a place that you're living. There's a place where you're residing, and it's a very toxic place. So this has been coming up a lot for people, I think, and I will be doing talks on this, but I think in general, people's manners are getting worse. People are just rude. They're entitled. And there's something with Scorpio where you just want to live in peace. You want moderation, you want peace, you want to be around people who are balanced. So there's judgment. So this can be a person who's making calls when it comes to new residences. It can be somebody who's selling a home. But yeah, there's something with Scorpio where it's about Sagittarius is coming up really strongly, yeah. So there might be red flags around a Sagittarius. You also came up in their reading, so check them out if you're dealing with them. But this is about getting rid of people out of your life that don't bring compromise, they don't bring balance. This is about, for me, temperance would be things that we eat and drink, because I know this for myself. We underestimate how our hormones and our moods are really created by our environments, the people around us, but mostly the drinks, the caffeine, the food, all of that shit really affects you. But there's definitely something where I think some of you are living in an apartment or you're living in some kind of complex, and similar to what you can hear downstairs, it's I had a kid, so you can listen to my kids running all, but you're having to listen to it all day, every day, and pay the money to live there. And I think some of you are getting really pissed off, naturally so. So I think some of you are selling a house, or you are moving away from the low frequency places because you really just want peace, okay? Four of Pentacles reversed. And we've been saying this a lot. This has been coming up a lot this week. I think the Matrix and the people who belong to it, they want you to fight them. Don't. Leave them. Because they're going to die in this. All their rudeness, all their entitlement, all the what they did to people, all the bad karma that they're building, they're going to die in this. So they're all laughing now, running around with bad manners and doing all kinds of shit to people. But the karma that is coming for it, you know? So I think for Scorpio, there's something about don't fight it, right? Just listen to yourself and choose your peace. That say, this is a person who's sitting around, the brooding, the complaining. There's a message for Scorpio where you're having good judgment now. You're having good judgment. Like, this is really, the Temperance was the first card that came out, and it's like, no, I just want peace. I want balance. And I'm not going to find it in these places. I'm not going to find it around these people. And so you do. Some of you, it's yourself, like I said. A person who does temperance is a person who starts healing themselves. They start moderating themselves. They start becoming very, very conscious of the people they let into their life, of the content that they're watching, because everything is a frequency. Food is a frequency. You're a frequency. Environments are a frequency. So I think there's something for Scorpio, and I love this, where you're starting to become aware that you do absorb a lot, and that it's really important for you to get serious about your spiritual awakening, your healing, your moderation. And you're starting to see a lot of people have got to leave your life because these cunts are not going to do the work. They were born in the Matrix and they're going to die in it. Why they sit there laughing, the kids are going to die in it. Funny, innit? No, but honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would feed spiritual people. I would feed high frequency people. I would feed the awakened, and I would leave the rest to be asleep. I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't fuck with them. I wouldn't sit with them. I wouldn't fuck with them. I would get as far away as possible. And I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I think it is that time. It really is choosing the side you sit on. You either belong to the matrix and that's who you are, or you're somebody who you want a life of freedom, you want a life of healing, you want moderation, you want a good life. Something about self-preservation. Ace of Cups, baby. Ace of Cups, baby. Can I get a hey? Yeah. Okay, but on a serious note though, Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups, like you're doing you, and this is also a person who's taking accountability. It's you don't feel sorry for people because it's like, well, I'm in it as well, but I'm actually doing the work. You're just sitting out here moaning. So it's like you're in it too, but you're doing the work, you're committing. Ten of Pentacles. But I think some of you Scorpios, you're really thinking about the long term and you're learning your lessons. You've done all that. Brooding, complaining, playing the victim, blaming other people, fight in the dark. Now they're just tramps who you want to be as far away from as you can possibly, because you know what I mean? You're like, that don't represent me. This can also be a person who, and this is not judgment, because another message here for Scorpios is we all have our time of addiction. We all have our time of ignorance. That's why don't be too judgmental. Like we all do. And then at some point people go, fuck this. You know, we do. So you're being told don't worry about other people, but also don't be afraid to say, I'm sorry, but this doesn't represent me. I'm sorry, but your behaviour is not bringing me peace. I'm sorry, but it's a no. You know, so it's not about sitting there judging other people, but it's about being aware of what people are and also being aware of what level people are and how that affects your well-being and how it affects your life. And something I'm monitoring at this bottom is the just plain rude. Like, I don't care if this is maliciousness or ignorance, you are a cunt. And I like what Tom Hardy said, where he said, and he's a Scorpio, and he said, stop giving people so many concessions. They know exactly what they're doing. And there's a message there for Scorpio, which is true. Same as you, though. Where we give ourselves endless concessions for what we're eating, what we're drinking, the job we're in, the relationships we're in. No. You know exactly what you're doing, Scorpio, and you know the consequences for doing them. So this is all about ownership. This is where you're like able to judge yourself, right? And you're able to take accountability and you're really committed. It's falling everywhere. You're really committed to that self-work, the inner healing, your future. You know, this is getting out the system. Some of you are thinking about relocating. So the Eight of Wands is, some of you are thinking about starting your own business. Now, there's also a message here, see the way the cards were dropping. This can be a person who they get into that mindset and then they lose the confidence and they kind of backtrack. Don't. Okay? This is a person who falls back into old ways. So for example, think of it a person who struggles with alcohol and they stay committed to being sober, and then life starts throwing something their way and they end up like falling off the wagon. Don't fall off the wagon this week. No matter how hard it is, stay committed to yourself, to your healing, to your sobriety, to whatever it is, right? Stay committed. And like I said, focus. This is a person who, like I said, this is not about judging other people, but it's also a person who's not afraid to tell other people to go fuck themselves. Sorry, no. And a lot of it is just, I think, protecting your energy, because you've got to see that. So this is connections in your life. This is humanity. But see the way you've got this Six of Pentacles. So this is being aware of who you're giving time, who you're giving energy to. Because they're all creating your state, they're all creating your well-being, they're all creating your... If you're around very toxic, low-frequency people, what the fuck do you think you're going to be? Low, toxic frequency. If you're around high-frequency people and respectable people, what do you think you're going to be? High-frequency and respectable. You become the tables you sit at, Scorpio. You become the love you earn, not that you think you deserve. So there's something about spiritual awakening. Now, some of you started a business or you want to start a business, but you're starting to lose confidence. They're telling you don't, to invest in yourself. I love this reading and it's the last one. But they're telling you that it's to invest in yourself, to invest in your future, and to make no apologies. And it's not about looking down on people. It's not about judging people. You're too busy doing the work on yourself and working on your future to be judging anybody. But when a person becomes self-aware and they're really doing that work, they're just not going to fuck with levels that are beneath them. you know? So your reading is amazing, but it's about ownership. If you want to book a personal, it's below. I'll speak to you.